Ready for story time? Today's story is Honey, I Mutated the Kids. Let's see. Once upon a time, there were two very different families. The mutant family and the wild type family. All the mutant family had small eyes and pale pigmentation. And all of the wild type family had big eyes and dark pigmentation.
One day, Anna Wildtype and her brother Ben Wildtype went for a walk, and on their way they saw two beautiful flies with small eyes and pale pigmentation, Aaron Mutant and Betty Mutant. They had never seen anything like that before. They all fell in love right away. Neither Anna nor Betty had ever mated with males before. Anna flew to Aaron and Ben flew to Betty. Soon, Anna and Betty were pregnant. They all dreamt of having sons and daughters with pale pigmentation and small eyes. And Aaron and Anna's pupae hatched out. They had 10 males with big eyes and dark pigmentation, and 10 females with kidney-shaped eyes and dark pigmentation. They were shocked. None of their offspring had small eyes and pale pigmentation like their father. All of their sons looked like their mother, but their daughters had neither small eyes nor big eyes, but kidney-shaped. Aaron was angry. He thought Anna had been cheating on him with some fly with kidney-shaped eyes. Aaron flew to his sister, Betty Mutant, to tell her what had happened. She said that something similar had happened to her. Betty and Ben had 13 males with small eyes and pale pigmentation and 21 females with kidney-shaped eyes and dark pigmentation. They all decided to go to the clinic to get genetic counseling. Meanwhile, at each of the houses, daughters and sons were so different from each other that unaware that they were related, started mating. At the clinic, the counselor explained, "Your daughters and sons clearly differ from each other and between families. Both traits, eye shape and body pigmentation, must be sex-linked. Only females had kidney-shaped eyes. They were heterozygous, having an allele for small eyes and another allele for big eyes. This suggests incomplete dominance. All females were also heterozygous for body pigmentation. However, they were all dark. This indicates that dark pigmentation is dominant over pale pigmentation." Here, Aaron and Anna, this is a diagram of the phenotypes of your descendants. Based on my hypothesis on the mode of inheritance, I predict that 1/4 of your grandchildren will be females with kidney-shaped eyes and dark pigmentation. 1/4 will be females with big eyes and dark pigmentation. 1/8 will be males with small eyes and dark pigmentation. 1/8 will be males with small eyes and pale pigmentation. 1/8 will be males with big eyes and dark pigmentation. And 1/8 will be males with big eyes and pale pigmentation. For you, Ben and Beth, I have another diagram. Based on my hypothesis on the mode of inheritance, I predict that each of the following phenotypes will represent 1/8 of your grandchildren. Females with kidney-shaped eyes and dark pigmentation, females with small eyes and dark pigmentation, females with small eyes and pale pigmentation, females with kidney-shaped eyes and pale pigmentation, males with small eyes and dark pigmentation, males with big eyes and dark pigmentation, and males with big eyes and pale pigmentation. Now go on and continue your lives. When your grandchildren hatch, come back and we'll further discuss. Aaron and Anna's grandchildren hatched. 70 females were dark pigmented and big eyed. 87 females were dark pigmented and kidney-shaped eyes. 49 males were dark pigmented and big eye. 26 males were dark pigmented and small eye. 33 males were pale pigmented and had big eyes. 41 males were pale pigmented and had small eyes. And only one female was pale pigmented and had small eyes. Betty's and Ben's grandchildren hatched. 33 females were dark pigmented and had kidney-shaped eyes. 25 females were dark pigmented and had small eyes. 19 females were pale pigmented and had kidney-shaped eyes. 31 females were pale pigmented and had small eyes. 35 males were dark pigmented and had big eyes. And 24 males were dark pigmented and had small eyes. 18 males were pale pigmented and had big eyes. 32 males were pale pigmented and had small eyes. The two families returned to the clinic to get the chi-square goodness of fit test, which would help them evaluate the doctor's expected ratios of progeny by comparing them to the observed number of progeny for each phenotype. Anna's and Aaron's chi-square value was 9.85 and had 5 degrees of freedom, which resulted in a p-value between 0.1 and 0.05. The doctor failed to reject the null hypothesis that chance alone was responsible for any deviation between the observed and the expected values. He also mentioned that the pale pigmented small-eyed granddaughter could be due to non-disjunction. This female must have inherited only one X chromosome from the mother containing the allele for small eyes and pale pigmentation. Ben's and Betsy's chi-square value was 11.02 and had 6 degrees of freedom, which resulted in a p-value between 0.1 and 0.05. The doctor failed to reject the null hypothesis that chance alone was responsible for any deviation between the observed and the expected values. Now they understood the different modes of inheritance and the beauty of the diversity they create. I made it